Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about this week's new GTA Online weekly event. Of course, it is starting tomorrow, Thursday morning on June the 20th, and it's a short one because we have the new Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC releasing on Tuesday, June the 25th. So this event is going to last only through the day of June 24th. It is a very short 4-day event, but nonetheless, you could still make some good money before the new DLC drops. And this weekly event is basically going to be celebrating that upcoming summer update, Bottom Dollar Bounties, because we're going to have some bonuses that sort of coincide with some of the new content that's coming with Bottom Dollar Bounties, like the drift tuning for classic vehicles, new creator tools, things like that. So let's just jump into things here. Drop a like if you guys enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA Online content, and let's get started. So jumping in, our weekly challenge for this week, you can make your $100,000 for the weekly challenge as long as you win 2 drag races or 2 drift races. Very simple, very fast, very easy to do. Check that box and get that 100 grand. Now we'll talk about our money bonuses for this week. Of course, the $2 million on the Dr. Dre double money is ending, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean that this week absolutely stinks. It actually isn't really that great, but nonetheless, you know, a new DLC is coming soon, so it's just a couple days. We do have triple money and triple RP on all drag races, triple money and triple RP on all drift races, as well as triple money and triple RP on the new community series jobs that we'll be releasing tomorrow on Thursday morning. We also have double money and RP on the wildlife photography game mode and activity, and we also have double money on the salvage yard daily income. So if you're keeping up with your tow truck missions and you have that maximum bonus for your salvage yard safe of money getting deposited in there, that's going to be $48,000 every single in-game day, which honestly isn't too bad. That brings it up to par with the nightclub safe, things like that, so you're going to be good to go there. Now let's talk about our discounts for this week, because again, we have quite a few. Some of them are actually pretty good. Of course, Rockstar wants you to spend some of your money, so some players out there may go broke, and you know, it's just part of their strategy because they know that the player base is going to be more inclined to buy shark cards. They have the data, they know this stuff works on some players, so just keep this in mind. But some of the discounts are actually pretty good for this week. We do have 40% off the Anis 300R, so that's an Amani tech capable vehicle. We do have 40% off the Cheval Taipan, 40% off the Declassy Vigoro ZX, 40% off the Declassy Weaponized Tampa, which is definitely a top 5 vehicle when it comes to doing missions and grinding heists and things like that, because you can't use all types of weaponized and armored vehicles and things like that. You're limited to a couple of them, like the Vigilante. The Weaponized Tampa is going to be one of them that's really good, things like that. I have a video on that if you want to check that out on my channel. I uploaded it a couple weeks ago. But we also have 40% off the Grotti X80 Proto, 40% off the Lampadati Corsita, 40% off the Obey Tailgater S, 40% off the Ocelot Virtue, 40% off the Pegassi Ignis, 40% off the Progen Emrys, which I know some players have been wanting to see go on discount recently. They wanted the Krieger the other week during Benefactor week. We don't have the Benefactor Krieger this week, but we do the Progen Emrys, which is basically like the identical twin to the Krieger when it comes to a really fast and really good handling vehicle. The Progen Emrys actually handles a little bit better, so that is definitely worth it. And we also have 30% off the Salvage Yard property, including all Salvage Yard upgrades and modifications, which are also 30% off this week as well, so keep that in mind here. Definitely, I would pick up a Salvage Yard if you have not already, but if you're saving up for the new bail enforcement business, things like that, of course, hold off. But the Salvage Yard, just like any other business in the game, it is worth adding to your portfolio eventually, so just keep that in mind because we do only have a few days for you to get it on that discount. But now, speaking of the Salvage Yard, let's talk about the Salvage Yard robberies for this week for the players who own them. Of course, these are only going to be available through the end of day on June the 24th, just like the same amount of time for this weekly event because it's shorter. So we do have the Grotti Itali GTO, and it's featuring the LS Panic license plate because it's this week's claimable Salvage Yard vehicle. It is the top tier vehicle this week. I think this is probably the best claimable vehicle we've seen so far, I think. Honestly, the Comet's been good, and of course the Ubermax Cypher, but the Grotti Itali GTO is probably the #1 best sports car in the game, or #2 for some players, maybe if they like the RSX more, but it is the claimable vehicle. That's awesome. It's featured in the Gangbanger robbery. We also have the Pegassi Tauros, which is this week's standard tier vehicle, featured in the cargo ship robbery, and then the Ubermacht Sentinel Classic, which is this week's low tier vehicle, featured in the Duggan robbery. So if you have the Salvage Yard, definitely claim that Grotti Itali GTO this week. Then we'll move on. We also have to talk about our 2 free vehicles for this week, or our other 2 claimable vehicles. The Lucky Wheel Podium vehicle at the Diamond Casino and Resort this week is the BF Weevil, so make sure you spin that lucky wheel. Try and unlock it this week if you can. This week's LS Car Meet prize ride is the Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio. Then we'll move on to our premium test ride and the standard just test drive vehicles at the LS Car Meet. Your premium test drive vehicle is the HSW Karen Viva Knight, and then your standard vehicles are the Hijack Rustin, we have the Pagasti Zaruso, as well as the Vapid Blade. And over on at Simeon's Car Dealership, aka Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have the Canis Body, the Dubachi Rapid GT Topless, the Anus Super Diamond, the Progen Tyrus, as well as the Western Rat bike. So a lot of different removed vehicles, things like that, featured back into the game. Both at Premium Deluxe Motorsport, the LS Car Meet, we also have some discounted removed vehicles, for example, that are coming back this week, so that is nice to see. And at Luxury Autos, we do have refreshed cars. They didn't stay the same for this week. We have the Fathom FR36, as well as the Grati Turismo Omaggio. Then when it comes to the gun van this week, your 2 discounts, we do have 50% off the vintage pistol. That's for the entire player base. And then we also have 50% off the pool cue. I know, crazy melee weapon, right? That's going to be 50% off for GTA Plus members. Then when it comes to this week's premium race and weekly time trials, we do have this week's premium race, which is 8-figure bonus. Your time trial for this week is Galileo Park, and your HSW time trial for this week is East Vinewood to Vespucci Beach. And that is everything for this very short weekly event here in GTA Online. Like I said, only a few days, but we do have the new Bottom Dollar Bounty Summer DLC update for GTA Online releasing on Tuesday. That's really what players should be excited for. Of course, use the money bonuses if you can to take advantage and earn a little bit of extra cash before the new DLC goes live. And I just hope you guys are enjoying playing the game. It's fun. But maybe if you have enough money and you're not really too concerned about buying everything day 1 of the DLC, maybe it's time for you to take a break for a little bit if you have been, not really enjoying the game recently, because you don't want to burn out, you don't want to start resenting the game, things like that. Just come back fresh for the new DLC if you so choose. But with all that said, that's all we have time for in this video. I hope you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online, Red Dead Online, and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we will keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you are more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardusHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. I have a really fun hidden details and secret features video coming out tomorrow on the new trailer, just some, maybe little anecdotes you may have missed when watching. We're going to talk about the DLC more later this weekend, talk about some of the vehicles, things like that. But again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA 5 Online video tomorrow. Adios, amigos.